I went into a deep thinking after I had the message of Primate Babatunde Ayodele, the preaching he made about what is happening in our country, about what is going on, about the bloodshed, about who is the problem of Nigeria. And what he said, that Igbos are the problem of Nigeria. And my last video, I asked how. And as God may have it, we all have heard as the high rate of insecurity is increasing by the day. In Kebbi State, we heard about the case of going to adopt secondary school girls. How the vice principal was killed trying to save the students. And the 24 was adopted. 2 escaped. Who know if it is true even that those 2 escaped? How the Boko Haram went to church and surrounded the church with AK-47 with their weapons. They started shooting and people started running. Few was killed, others was adopted. Now, the case of insecurity, the army general that was killed. And in all these things, I have been waiting to see where Igbos has fallen, or how those cases of insecurity, Boko Haram, and whatever that have been happening, bombing, killing, taking over everywhere, how it has been the business of the day of an Igbo man. I cannot understand that. This is the same primate, Bamudele, Ayodele, or whatever you are being called. I remember those days when Reverend Father Ejike Mbaka was ministering, preaching, prophesying about this condition of Nigeria. That our leaders should change or they will be changed. Primates, Babatunde Ayodele, you were one of the biggest people that always attack Reverend Father Ejike Mbaka's message and prophecy. I don't know what to say. You called yourself and you made yourself a carnal god. And you said something that you should go and check any prophecy that you have given, that all of them do always come to pass. You prophesied about Donald Trump, that Donald Trump will lose the election. Did Donald Trump lose the election? Donald Trump won the election. Now, have you seen it? What's the prophecy of a real and a true man of God? Have you seen the way it is happening? I remember those days when Ejike Mbaka will talk. The leaders and the so-called leaders will start to attack him. They will start to say 1 or 2 things against him. They will start to call the church leaders to warn Reverend Father Ejike Mbaka. And I will say publicly and boldly, shame to our church leaders. Shame to our clergies. I have been watching them over what is happening for any of them to arise. Apart from Dunamis pastor, Reverend Paul Enemche, that were one woman ran to the church. And they were asking the woman, and they were asking, the woman was telling them that his cousin sister, two cousin sisters and the nephew is involved in those adoptions. I saw Pastor Jerry praying, and I'm not surprised of this thing of primate saying about an Igbo man, about Igbos. They are praying for God's intervention, for God to answer them. All I saw was the people that said that they are going back to their roots, that have went back to their roots. They will highlight the video and they will be doing mockeries of those men of God. Tell me what Reverend Father Ejike Mbaka have that said at the past and he said at the present that did not come to pass. Tell me, when he was asking our leaders to wake up, when he was referring to the old Ananko, when he was referring to old Nitel, when he was referring to Aba, that Aba is in China in Nigeria. That our leaders should wake up. All our infrastructures, all our economical reserves and economical substantial outcome, we have not seen any benefit from it. Rather than these guys are busy swindling the opportunities that will be used to develop our country. Every day they will be promising us of what they will do. Just look at what is happening. After Donald Trump made a statement, how the Christians are being marginalized, the killings of the Christians in Nigeria. And I see some Amajeris, some Hausas, some Fulanis coming to protest against Trump. That Trump should leave them alone, that they doesn't want Trump. I saw the way Tinubu was shivering, the way he ran into the flight and went to America to see Donald Trump. And all we were hearing was that he paid some huge amount of millions or billions of dollars for his name to be wiped away in corruption in the United States of America over drug trafficking and whatever. Assuming that these guys listen to Reverend Ejike Mbaka, all this while he was shouting that our youth needs jobs. They need to create jobs. The 1 or 2 refineries, 1 or 2 companies that Nigeria can boast of, they allowed it to be killed. They allowed it to die. They killed it themselves and dumped it. There's no job. Those days, if there's any people that are more desperate to possess power, is the Fulanis and the Hausas. The time that we are importing the Niger Republic, giving them PVCs, loading them into trailer to come back, to come into Nigeria and come and participate in the election. Who knows that this thing will be the outcome? I remember the days of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, what he said. That the way Hausas are given opportunity to use these guys to push Goodluck Jonathan away from power, that the thing will later affect them. Is the thing not affecting them today? Just imagine, we are no longer safe in our own country. And from the translation, because these guys was operating in the video with their language, with the translation of what is being translated from what they were saying, message that we are passing, that they are everywhere, that they are not only in the north, that they are everywhere, that they will conquer everywhere. Assuming that our leaders waked up the time that we are asking them to wake up. And I just wonder how selfish an Igbo man can be to refer to the Christians that they are the problem, they are the reason, pointing out fingers on our clergies, some of our clergies that have been active on the altar, some of our clergies that have been the mouthpiece of the poor, some of our clergy that are overactive. And I say shame to the leaders of the church once again. If it is to attack Father Mbaka now, if it is to call Father Mbaka to start warning him, you people will do that. You people will wake up. Why do you people are not allow all these things to happen? All of you are keeping silent. None of you can say something meaningful. None of you can oppose what the Nigerian government is doing. And to stand up and say, most especially the Roman Catholic bishops, Mosinos, all these carnivorous so-called church leaders that are wearing garments, wearing big caps, but they are not useful to the church. They are not useful to the church. The poor masses are dying, the Christians are dying. Where is our religious leaders? Why are they keeping silent? The only one voice we have, Reverend Father Ejike Mbaka, is nowhere to be found. Just few months now that he has not been around. Look at what is happening. And nobody could be found worthy to replace that vacuum. To replace it. To stand out to say no. Look at the adoption. We don't even know what will happen next. And so promise is coming from our leaders, so that they will do this, that they will do the other one. That they will do this, that they will do the other one. All the promises are empty promise. Using the life of the innocent citizen as a bullet. As a bulletproof. Because they are being guided. Father Mbaka was saying it on time. Father Mbaka was saying it far back those days. And he was still saying it. They gather themselves with bulletproof and bomb-proof cars. Gather themselves with policemen. Gather themselves with security personnel. And they are in control. Can they say that they don't know what is happening? These are the people they used during the time of election. Giving amnesty to a terrorist. What do you think? Negotiation with a terrorist. What do you think that will be the outcome? This is the result of the negotiation. Because all of them now wants to negotiate with the federal government. All of them want negotiation. They are now doing all this gara-gara because of what Donald Trump said. What all about what, since Reverend Father Ejike Mbaka has been talking. What have you people done? I felt that you people don't even know what you have. Obunu ma hunu wel. Ndi Igbo. Ndi Igbo. Iye na megbo ndi father ayo fodu yo. Iye na megbo ndi bishop ayo. Nda na agba izu agbagide Father Mbaka. Na enu ka ihe deketa akede ebe unu no. Bilite unu kwuo okwu unu ajụ. Onye ọbụla na-agba ọsọ ndụ ya, onye chọrọ ka kidnap ya. Onye chọrọ enwo. Onye ọbụla emechi ọnụ. Ihe a na-emebi maka na omebe na Enugu steeti. Maka na omebe na Anambra. Insecurity wogo ọbịa kanku too much na Anambra. Bịakwa kanku na Enugu. Wogo kanku na Ebonyi. Wogo Imo, even up to now, Imo bụ no-go area. Abia's the same thing. Enwere ebe dị safe na Ala Igbo. Ozi mgbe tụwara anyị bọmbụ na. Ka anyị tete n'ụlọ ahụ.